Hello everyone. I'm on the set of a Bollywood film in Chennai, India. I'd love to be there in the audience right now. But yeah, thank you for coming out, and special thanks to the Academy for putting together this wonderful program. Also, allow me to do a shout out to my friends in film from Vietnam, Mr. Bùi Thạc Duyên, Phan Anh Duy, and Đỗ Hải Yến, and Lê Thanh Sơn, my director from Clash. I'm here just to talk briefly about my film Clash and how it came to be. So, after the great support that we got with the Rebel, both locally and abroad, we were gonna do the Rebel 2. And I set out to write the script, and after about a few months, I finished the first draft. And the Rebel 2 was gonna be, a bigger, um, better, more action, and of course, a lot more expensive. So, at the midst of the global economic recession, that wasn't such a great, option. So I went back and write another script, which is a modern day action movie, and that's how Clash came to be. Being modern day, we saved a lot on production design, wardrobes, location, and anything along that line. So after about another 3 months, I got the first draft, and I remember we didn't want it to have just a Vietnamese American perspective. We wanted to have a local flair, and we worked with director Lê Thanh Sơn, who we've worked with before in The Rebel. Then he was an assistant director. So I handed the script to Lê Thanh Sơn to do a rewrite, and Lê Thanh Sơn, after about 2 months, he gave me back the second draft, and that was a little bit a surprise for me. Lê Thanh Sơn I would say he's a fan of art house cinema and drama, and so the characters and the dramas and the emotion of the film was lifted. He did a great job on it, but at the same time, the structure of the film was a little bit off in terms of what an action movie should be about, um, and so I took the second draft back and do a third draft on top of that, keeping everything that every good thing that Lethan Sung has implemented on the script, and just organize it in and shorten it in a way where it would go fit into an action, fast-paced movie. And after I finished, I handed it back to Litton Sung again. He did a final polish and the fourth draft with what we, came out to be the shooting script. That was the writing process, and the filming of the movie was a bit more difficult. We For the budget, we could only schedule 6 weeks of filming, and coming off 4 months of filming from The Rebel, uh, 6 weeks is quite short, for an action film. So we had to train the actors and stuntman and work the choreography down to details. And I film all this choreography and all this fights with my little point and shoot camera, and then went home and did all the editing, on just for scratch, just so when we come on set, we have exactly what we needed. We just gonna film exactly what is on the edit, so we save a lot of time that way, and the actors and the stuntman, they've already filmed it and they know exactly what camera angles work and everything. So that saved us a lot of time there. But we couldn't do that on everything. There was car chases and shoot 'em up scenes um, where it was a little more difficult, especially when cars are a lot more expensive in Vietnam. They're like 3 times more expensive. than the States, and guns are very hard to come by in Vietnam as well. And they requires a lot of paperwork and special permits, and we had to rent them from the army. So you know, it was quite a bit of work, but I was quite happy with the final product that we got in the end. Um, the most scary part for me was, for all of us, was when we screened it to the censorship board. I remember sitting there in the in the screening room, and after the film ended, the atmosphere was very quiet, and it was a little bit scary. 2 days later, we received a letter from the censorship board, and they want us to cut, a lot of the action out of the film, and that was quite devastating to me. It was a little bit hard to take, and it's not that the board was trying to be difficult. It was just Vietnam has never done such a film. Modern day gangster, shoot 'em up, fight 'em up, beat 'em up film. So everything was very new, to the system. So we had to go back and convince the censorship board that some of these scenes are very necessary for the story points and the emotional flow of the characters. Um, Back and forth a few times, but in the end we did get the film approved at NC-16, which is the most difficult rating in Vietnam. But we only had to cut just a few things out of the films, just a few shots. So I was quite relieved and was quite happy with that. Um, I hoped you guys have enjoyed the film, or will enjoy the film as much as me and the crew enjoyed making it. And hope to see you again in future projects. Thank you.